Nvidia just blasted past $4 trillion. Are you still sleeping on AI? You better not be, because while most people still think AI is no more than just ChatGPT and talking gorilla videos, they're missing what's quietly happening on chain. The AI crypto sector is building fast, and it's not just speculation anymore. Real infrastructure, new protocols, and powerful partnerships are forming behind the scenes. We're talking about projects that don't just use AI as a buzzword, but actually integrate it to solve problems and create real-world utility. You know, stuff that's actually useful. And although it may not be as fun as talking gorillas, utility is where the real money is at. Don't worry, if you think you've already missed the boat, let me show you why that's not the case. We're going to cover the key signals showing you why this narrative still has plenty of room to run, and I'll even break down a few projects I'm watching for when this wave hits its next phase. But just keep in mind, just because I'm talking about a project doesn't mean you should blindly invest in it. I'm not a financial advisor, and none of this is financial advice. Always do your own research and understand the risk before making any investment decisions. Because what we're seeing right now could be the very early stages of one of the most dominant crypto narratives in the bull run. With every new headline, it's becoming more obvious that artificial intelligence isn't just changing the internet, it's changing crypto too. And if you're only watching Bitcoin and Ethereum, you might miss the entire rotation as it plays out right under your nose. That's why today's video is focused on one thing: identifying the signals behind the AI-led surge and how to get ahead of it without chasing pumps or falling into the same retail traps that ruin most portfolios. Here's where it gets interesting. Looking at the broader crypto market, we just hit some insane milestones lately. BlackRock, the world's largest asset manager, revealed in a new filing that they just bought another $100 million worth of Ethereum. All of these ETH buys have now brought their ETH ETF up to a value of over $9 billion. Thanks to that, we've seen an insane stat showing that ETH's total ETF volume broke $3 billion in just one day. This lines up with the liquidity rotation that we've been tracking, where early capital flows into BTC, then ETH, and finally into sectors like AI, DeFi, and memes. And with ETH pushing closer and closer to $4,000, while Bitcoin dominance is dipping, this could be the clearest sign yet that the rotation to big sectors like AI is underway. So I don't know about you, but I've been spending all day on my exchanges, making sure bags are loaded before it happens. And if you want to do the same thing, make sure you have a solid exchange. I've tested a bunch of exchanges over the years, but one of the very few I actually trust and use regularly is WEEX. It's simple to use, works fast, and has all the trading features you need. The fees are already super low, but if you use a link in the description, you'll get 30% off trading fees and a chance to earn up to 30,000 USDT in bonuses. And don't just think, oh, I already have my exchange. A small discount on trading fees isn't really worth the hassle of switching. Trust me when I tell you that those fees will start to add up and eat into your profits big time when we start seeing some serious movement in the markets. So if you're interested, check out the link in the description to join WEEX. Now for the big question. What's been going on in the AI sector? Well, one of the biggest recent headlines came from OpenAI. They just unveiled a brand new feature called ChatGPT Agent, and it's already rolling out to Pro and Plus users. But this isn't just another upgrade. It's a massive leap forward in AI utility. The agent is designed to act almost like a personal digital assistant, capable of deciding which tools to use, browsing the internet, and completing tasks for you. Think of it like having a supercharged version of ChatGPT that can take initiative and act for you, not just respond to prompts. It's a real step towards AI agents that could soon handle workflows, research, or even investments for you. But what if I told you there was a project that already built this before even ChatGPT did, and it's massively undervalued? So for those of you who watch my channel, you might know what I'm talking about. But if you don't, I highly suggest you keep watching because I'm going to cover it later in the video and you don't want to miss it. Now, on the other hand, we have Nvidia making headlines after they shredded past their previous all-time high and reached a market cap above $4 trillion. That's right, an AI company became the very first and only company in the world to ever be worth $4 trillion. Put two and two together and you'll realize what's in the cards for this sector. But let me throw some numbers at you. Starting with a quick look at Total 3, the total crypto market cap excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. Right now, Total 3 is sitting at just above the $1 trillion mark. That's a major psychological level on the charts. The last time we got close to this range in 2021, it kicked off the literal peak of the bull run in the following month. Total 3 reclaiming $1 trillion again this cycle could be one of the signals that enough liquidity has returned to the crypto markets to support another alt season. And with institutional interest rising, AI narratives booming, and Ethereum gaining momentum, the setup is starting to look very familiar. As for what retail is thinking about the AI sector, you need to be looking at social dominance. This metric tracks how often a certain narrative or coin is mentioned on crypto-related social platforms compared to others. That includes platforms like Twitter, Reddit, Telegram, and even YouTube. A spike in social dominance doesn't always mean price will follow right away, but it often shows where attention is going, and attention is the first step towards capital rotation. Let's hop into one of my favorite tools for this, Lunar Crush. AI consistently ranks as one of the top 3 narratives in social mentions, often competing directly with memes and L1s. AI-related keywords have also had a huge jump in mention count across platforms, especially around news tied to OpenAI and NVIDIA, and all this points to what we had already suspected. Not only is AI catching the eye of institutions, but it's also picking up traction within the retail crowd as well. And with how fast AI is evolving, there are tons and tons of projects popping up left and right. And one of the first to ever catch my eye was easily Griffin. Griffin has been building actual working AI agent with real-world functionality on-chain for a while now. At its core, Griffin is an AI agent engine. It lets developers build, train, and deploy custom AI agents that can only do specific blockchain tasks. It lets developers build, train, and deploy custom AI agents that can not only do specific blockchain tasks like trading crypto and browsing online stores or even sniping tokens before they hit the mainstream, but it can even do things in the real world like order coffee to your house. Think of it like having a fully autonomous assistant by your side. I initially called Griffin before it had an absolutely insane rip, but it has definitely cooled down since then. And if you're wondering where I made this call, it was the FireHustle Discord. I highly suggest you check it out if you're serious about getting ahead in crypto. Our research team is constantly bringing you guys real-time market updates, technical analysis, and strategies that have been working. Whether you're actively trading or just navigating the space long-term, being part of a strong, informed community helps you move with more confidence. If you're interested in learning more, you can find the link down below. But looking at the charts, Griffin has seen some solid price movement in the 30-day time frame. Although the Twitter hasn't been as active recently, you best believe the team has been heads down working on the project and waiting for the spotlight to come back on the AI sector. Another standout in the AI narrative right now is Cubic, a layer 1 network with a unique consensus model called useful proof of work. It still relies on miners like regular proof of work chains, but the twist is that the energy used during mining isn't wasted. Instead, it's redirected and used to solve AI problems. So instead of verifying transactions, the network is doing something useful with all that power. Combine that with 0 transaction fees and you have a chain that's fast, secure, and scalable. Not only that, but behind Cubic's validator nodes is something called AI Garth. Basically, users are able to provide their own computing power to help solve those AI problems. And that's one of the main reasons we've been seeing some strong price jumps with Cubic lately, because they finally launched AI Garth on their GitHub just recently after years of planning. And speaking of the price, Cubic is still far from its previous all-time high market cap of $500 million during December of last year, but it has definitely seen some strong growth on the 30-day time frame. It's now sitting at around $200 to $300 million in a market cap, and let's see if it can keep it up. Now, there's one more project that I want to mention, and that's a juicy one. It's called Tars AI. Tars is one of those AI projects that just has not stopped building during this market cycle, and it's gaining serious momentum. The project focuses on real AI infrastructure and already has a bunch of tools, including TGPT, which is their own AI chatbot built specifically for crypto questions, and Sona, the first Solana-based mobile assistant. There's also a full research lab, plus a growing AI agent marketplace that lets users deploy and monetize AI agents. What caught my attention recently is their presence at the Google Cloud Summit in Germany, surrounded by builders, AI engineers, and cloud leaders. That's a major event for AI innovation, and seeing a crypto project like Tars get involved is a big deal. It's huge to see how closely they work with big companies like Google and even Apple and NVIDIA through their developer programs. Aside from partnerships and exposure, they've also kept up strong fundamentals, doing regular token buybacks and burns to help support the ecosystem. Looking at the charts, the Tars token is sitting at around $47 million in market cap, which is pretty far from its previous high near $230 million in December. But like many coins in the AI sector, we've seen some solid growth on the 30-day time frame once again. So if they can keep expanding and making their mark in the AI sector, things could get exciting. So to wrap this up, here's the truth. AI isn't just a passing trend anymore. We're seeing real growth, real adoption, and real products from teams that are still building, while most of the market sleeps. And if the broader crypto rotation continues the way that it's been going, the AI sector could easily become one of the top performing narratives of this entire cycle, especially considering how AI is absolutely crushing social dominance. The key now is to stay informed and avoid the hype traps. I'll be watching this sector closely, and as always, I'll be sharing the best insights I've got with you guys. And that's it for today. Remember, just because I'm talking about a project doesn't mean you should just blindly invest in it. None of this is financial advice. Always do your own research and understand the risk before making any investment decisions. If you're interested in the projects I'm watching closely, then come and join me in the FireHustle VIP Discord. The link is in the description below. And if you want more videos like this, then hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.